Something happened with my car, and I'm not gonna talk about it today. And if you message me, you have to wait until you will have to wait until the next video, because you can imagine, something. I will link the video here when it's ready. So in the meantime, let's talk about this, or actually, let's talk about wheel housings for your Mk1. And the reason why is because you might want, this is a Mk1 wheel housing, you might want larger brakes on your Mk1. You can buy like the GTI brakes setup, or if you want to go, but there's a limit to how big you will be able to buy brakes for your Mk1 with the stock wheel housing. What people sometimes do is they go for the Mk2 wheel housing, and more specifically it's the G60 one, because the 16 valve one has this part of this bracket attached to the wheel housing itself. This makes it so you also are being limited in the disc size you can run. So G60 is the way to go. But these will not fit your Mk1. If you try to put this on, they will not fit. And you will quickly see that the problem is on the top of the wheel housing, like this part is connecting to the coilover, and this is 20 millimeters. From this side to this side, it's 20 millimeters. On the Mk2, or maybe even the Mk3. On the Mk2, and I have a Mk3 wheel housing. This is, I don't know if it's able to focus, but it's 26 millimeters. What you need to do, or what many people are doing, is they take this and they machine it down. Like I delivered it to a machine shop and they did it for me. Then it will fit. Also, the joint underneath has these 3 bolts. The bolt size will also not fit your wishbone, but you just drill out new one either in the Mk2 joint or in the wishbone itself to make it fit. Either way, it will work. If you drill it out in the wishbone itself, then you will be able to swap apart like this joint when it needs to be replaced. If you drill it out in the joint, then you need to drill in the joint when you buy new ones. Every time. I drilled out in the joint itself, so I will need to drill out new one or do in the wishbone. You can get more options to modify or to buy bigger brakes with the Mk2 G60. I use this specific one because it makes it easier when you go all-wheel drive, and I have a video, if you want to go all-wheel drive, I have a video explaining exactly this. It's here. But if you don't go all-wheel drive, then you will also need to buy this extender on the underside of this, because this arm is about 3 centimeters lower than the same arm on this one. And if you don't want to fuck up your geometry when driving, you need to raise this. You need to raise this whole thing 3 millimeters up and have this extender. Then your geometry will be okay. That's like, in short, how to go. There is companies which are selling these which fit. I think there is which fits the Mk1. I will link below if I have some. Also, there are benefits to this because the joint in the Mk1 is smaller and can't handle as much power as the Mk2 or the G60. So I know I've read somewhere that some people also like bore out to be able to fit the Mk2 bearings to be able to run Mk2 G60 CV joints because they handle more power. It depends if you need bigger brakes or if you don't. Also, pro tip, if you go with the Mk2 G60, you can put Mk3 VR6 the bearings on the VR6 and the G60 is the same size, but you can put VR6 wheel hubs. They are 5x100. The joints are stronger. Again, because they are bigger. I was told by this guy in Germany when I was asking when I was buying, I think it was ISP, International Speeding Parts, when I bought my axles for my Golf, my all-wheel drive Golf. He asked me like, okay, which type of joints do you want? Because if you're using the G60 one, he said he wrote it or on his website, I think it is in German, so the translation would be something like, it's comfortably handling 800 wheel horsepower or something like that. And if you need more, then go with the VR6 wheel hubs and the VR6 joints, because they handle at least, I think it was something like at least 1200 wheel horsepower, because that's what he has had in his car, his Mk1 all-wheel drive, and they haven't broken yet. So, you know, that's, I don't know, it's something. Till next time, have a good one.